Stop, look, and have a Quickie. Schools all over the country teach children how terrible it was. Forbes and Time magazine listed it in their worst cars of all times. The NHTSA forced a recall, and Business Week even said it was ugly. It has to be one of the most vilified cars of all time, the Ford Pinto. The reason people complained is that Ford put the Pinto's gas tank right behind the rear bumper, causing the car to burst into flames or even explode from a rear-end collision. There's also an oft-quoted memo where, according to Mother Jones, Ford said that a car should only be recalled if the costs of doing so are less than the costs of paying out lawsuits. Statists love using this as an example of how capitalism is evil and we need government to ride in on a white horse and save us. First problem. There's no evidence whatsoever that the Ford Pinto was any more dangerous than similar-sized cars of its time. A study by Gary T. Schwartz of the University of California at Berkeley found that the Pinto's overall fatality rate, based on the millions of Pintos that were on the road, was in the middle of the range for subcompacts, and was actually a bit less prone to fire than other cars of its class. Oh, and there wasn't a single documented explosion of a rear-ended Pinto. Just fire, and no more so than a lot of other subcompacts. In fact, several other compacts had the exact same design as the Pinto's rear end, yet none of them were recalled, only the Pinto. But what about that memo? Doesn't that prove how evil capitalists are? Here's the truth about the memo. The part about the cost-benefit analysis was not about the Pinto, not even about Ford specifically, wasn't even about fires, but about rollovers, and it was Ford's summary of what they were told by the NHTSA, which, by the way, had just told Ford that the Pinto had no recallable problems. Yeah, the thing they're saying indicates that capitalism was so horrible was said by our government, not Ford. When plaintiffs tried to introduce the memo in their case against Ford, the judge ruled it inadmissible for that very reason. And yet, people still refer to it as if it says something it absolutely does not. You just can't believe anything statists say when they fearmonger, even, or maybe especially, when they put it in school lessons.